Well, very hard work ahead. Those are the words of Rochester City Schools Superintendent Terry Dade this morning. The district facing an $80 million budget deficit for the next school year. This after word from the state it would receive $20 million less than expected. Kayla Green spoke with Superintendent Dade this morning and joins us live now. Kayla, so what's in the superintendent's plan now?
Well, Mark, Terry Dade says he's working with the Board of Education to come up with ways to fix this problem. He says some of the ideas brought up at last night's board meeting are repeats, but some of them are new, more complex solutions. Some of those include furloughs, no raises, and cutting employees in areas like central office and food service. He says looking at existing contracts and transportation were also brought up, but these are things they've been dealing with all year long. He says there's not a lot of cuts they can make in those areas. They're safe for this school year after receiving $35 million from the state. But the $17.5 million they won't be receiving from the state, plus $2.5 million for the lunch program they've been running, means $20 million less for next year. They are already looking at a $60 million deficit, putting them now at a total of $80 million for next year. Back in March, Dade presented his budget proposal for the 2020-21 school year, which proposed laying off 230 positions. 190 of those would be teachers. Dade says this morning he's told Teachers Union President Adam Urbanski it's his hope to keep those cuts low. He says around 250 teachers per year leave by choice by either retiring or resigning.
That number, based on our past history, is around 250 teachers each and every year. If I can keep our reduction in the teaching staff at or slightly above that level, I think we'd be in pretty good shape moving forward. So that's my hope. So there may be additional layoffs. I just haven't crunched all the numbers yet at this time.
Dade says receiving that additional $35 million from the state is a blessing. He says if they hadn't received that, he'd be making decisions right now about hundreds of staff members he'd have to lay off in the next few months. He says he will balance this budget one way or another. Live in Rochester, Kayla Green, News 8.
Another hurdle to clear. Kayla, thank you. When it comes to COVID-19, Dade added this morning the district is still working hard right now delivering Chromebooks to 6th through 12th grade students so they can continue their studies.